Here we are with match number 23 that's starting today. The first match of the day between DAIS ACES and JBCN Golden Stallions, which has recently started. So we are awaiting for an exciting match, how we have seen in the rest of the tournament. Just to give in information, just a couple of minutes back, the toss had happened. JBCN has won the toss and they have decided to bat first. We are starting with the first ball of the match number 23 that's happening in this beautiful location, LONAVLA. Now, if you remember, when we had seen these two teams, they had played their matches yesterday. Both of them lost their matches. So they are hungry to win. They are hungry to win today. We have Sachin and Rajneesh there batting for the Golden Stallions. And Mehul is starting the first over from the Wet and Joy end. Beautiful delivery to start with a dot delivery. A flighted delivery played straight towards the long off, and he misses that entirely. And they get the first boundary of the match. What a beautiful way to get off the mark. A beautiful shot to get off the mark. Sachin gets his first boundary. It's very sunny today. And both the batters would want to stay there and play a big role for the team because they have lost their matches yesterday. Both the teams are hungry to get the win. And we have to see who does that best. Because of that, you need to perform well in all the departments. A sweep shot that Sachin wanted to sweep towards the leg side, but the ball was way away from him, and umpire turning towards us and signaling as a wide delivery. It's the first extra for the day. A flighted delivery again, hitting the edge of the bat. There's a square leg was standing inside the circle. Now this is running towards the boundary. And yes, the ball wins the race. So 2 boundaries in the first over of the power play where the field restrictions are there. Only 2 fielders can be kept outside, which is why you saw this boundary coming in. The square leg was standing inside. He wanted to chase it and stop the ball. Unfortunately, he cannot do that because the ball wins the race. Now, what we are seeing from Sachin at the moment is he's playing similar shot. The shot selection that he's having to this left arm spinner is literally the same shot that he's trying to play towards the leg side. Intention is very clear that he wants to be there and play sweeps to this particular. Look at that. Again a boundary. He gets successful after 2 deliveries that he missed out completely to touch. So we had a good over that has been started by the Stallions. They look strong. First over gets over. 13 runs without a wicket. Starting with the second over, Divya coming in from Wet and Joy end, and we have Rajneesh there facing his first delivery of the match. Short pitch delivery to start, going towards leg side. Completely been missed by the batsman. So it's a dot delivery to start from Divya. Second delivery, Divya bowling to Rajneesh. He went on the back foot defending that. A good delivery, good 2 balls being bowled to Rajneesh. Two-dot delivery to start the second over after being scored for 13 runs in the first over. It's a delivery that's going outside leg stump, an extra run. Look at the shot that is going towards the covers here. There's a protection being kept. Good stop there. A single there. So Rajneesh off the mark. And now we have Sachin back on strike. He scored 3 boundaries in the previous over. He looks aggressive at the moment. Rajneesh have given the strike back to him. There's a field change that has happened. Covers has been brought in. A shot that he played very smartly. Tried to play that between 2 fielders. Point in the gully. The point fielder does best. Shows some football skills. And stops that ball and saves 3 runs for the team. So single again. So 3 runs out of this over. A delivery that was pitched on the good length. A good defense there by Rajneesh. Dot delivery there. It's a good over to start from Divya. Just 3 runs being scored in this over. After Mehul was being scored for 13 runs. The expensive over to start. Rajneesh wanted to go towards the line, but he knew that how far it was, which is why umpire decides to give it as a wide delivery. So 2 extras in this over and couple of singles there. A total of 17 on the board at the moment. Short pitch delivery stayed low. Rajneesh wanted a quick single. But on the other end, Sachin denies that. And that's a good call, I would say. To 2 overs completed for Stallions, they are standing 17 on board without a wicket. Now, after being scored for 13 runs in the first over, Mehul comes back. Sachin back on strike. He plays a beautiful shot. He knew there was no slip standing there, which is why he played that pretty fine. Third man would be able to cut that off and saves 2 runs for the team. Two quick run being taken. Good running between the wicket. Good communication between both the batters, Rajneesh and Sachin. Rajneesh is the man who's been replaced with another batsman who had played yesterday. So I'm sure he's a batter that everyone would be eyeing on. Second delivery to Sachin. A shot that he wanted to play again towards a sweep. He gets the edge. It was in the air for a while. The third man was standing on the circle. They get an easy single. So 3 runs out of 2 deliveries. Rajneesh back on strike. There's a field change that has happened. The fielders have changed their positions that they are in. Fine leg is standing inside. Square leg has been kept. A shot that's been played straight towards the square leg. It's a good stop there to save 3 runs for the team. So good 4 runs being scored in this over till now. Sachin back on strike. A flighted delivery again. Sachin wanted to sweep that towards the leg side. Now every single time that he's trying to do, he's trying to sweep to every single delivery that Mehul is bowling at the moment. A flighted delivery to Rajneesh. It was going way outside off, which is why umpire turning towards us, opening his arms and signaling as a wide delivery. Lot of extras that they have already given. This is just the 3rd over. Extras are something that they need to control. We had seen a particular match just some days back where we had seen the team giving 55 to 60 runs in a 25 over game as an extra. And they lost the match with 59 runs. So it creates a big impact. It creates a big impact. You need to make sure that you have a control on the extras. And the captain needs to have a discussion with his bowlers so that the intention that is there from the bowler, they need to have a clear mindset. Clear team meeting should be there where they decide what needs to be done from which end. So we come to the end of 3rd over. The scorecard that we see on board is 23 runs without a wicket. We had seen an expensive over that started with 13 runs from Mehul. Now if you see on scoreboard, it's 23 at the moment, which means in last 2 overs, just 10 runs being scored by these 2 batters. Divya comes back with the 2nd over. He looks happy with the performance that he has shown in the previous match itself. And with the 1st over that he bowled, he just gave 4 runs. A bit of issue with his run-up. He would like to go back and correct that. A good delivery to start hitting the right areas of the pitch. Beautiful delivery there. Beautiful seam position. The batsman completely misses that. Sachin the man on strike at the moment, playing on 15. So this is the 4th over where already 6 extra has been given. A ball that stayed low, which is why Sachin misses that completely. Could not predict on which level it is going to bounce. Very happy to see one thing from the Stallion, that they have started well. I really think that they have a set target in their mind, which is why a particular position that's been given to both the batters. Rajneesh is the man who's opening with Sachin, and they do have some plans in their mind. They would want to put up a good score, which they couldn't do it yesterday, unfortunately, which is why they were at a position where they lost the match one-sided yesterday. 3 good deliveries from Divya, 3 dot deliveries. And this is in the air. The fielder coming under it. Who takes it? No one. No one takes that. No one judges that. No one calls for it. And they have dropped a catch of a batter who scored pretty well in the first over. Could have been the first wicket for Divya. He looks disappointed there. Look at that. It was in the air for a long time. They had enough time to discuss. Someone should call you up. And look at that. The way they dropped it did not look confident at all. With that drop catch, the first run of this over comes in. Rajneesh back on strike. A shot that's been hammered straight toward the side screen for a boundary. So first cracking boundary that's coming from Rajneesh bat. And we want to watch this. We want to see this. We want some hammering should be done in the first 6 overs. This is the power play. Field restrictions. We want to see some good hits coming in from these 2 batters. Now field change that has happened. There's an extra fielder that's been brought in towards the offside on the circle. Last delivery of this over. 5 runs been scored. A shot that's been played with soft hand for a single. Rajneesh take that single, and with the end of 4 overs, the Stallions stand at 29 runs without a wicket. Bowling continues from both the batters. Mehul comes back with his 3rd over, starting a dot delivery with the flighted one. Rajneesh is the man. The way he's standing, I expect a big hit that's coming from his bat. Let's wait and watch. In the rest of the 5 deliveries, a delivery that's been bowled outside of. He hasn't been successful doing that. Mehul hasn't been successful bowling outside of. He has given a lot of extras in the previous over as well. I know that what he's trying. He's trying to hit that right area where the batsman should try and hit hard, gets the edge, or the bottom of the bat. It goes in the air and gets the wicket of that particular batter. Good thing about Mehul is his action. His action is something that is keeping his deliveries pretty strict towards the batsman, which is why they are not able to connect that well. And there's a shot that has come. This is what I was waiting for. This is what all the viewers were waiting for. A shot that's been hit towards the leg side for a boundary. Beautiful shot that is. A shot that's coming again, and there is a wicket. At last, he gets the wicket. You had seen a drop catch that has happened in the previous over, where Divya was bowling, and they get a wicket. So Rajneesh goes back, and Siddhant takes that beautiful catch, and Mehul gets the first wicket. So first wicket falls for 34 runs. It was a good delivery, but Rajneesh wanted to hit that hard because he scored a boundary just before this ball. Now, this is what happens. When you know that you have scored a boundary, there shouldn't be a need for you to try another boundary on the other ball. But he tried his best, which he couldn't do it successfully, how he did it a ball before that. And he scored a boundary on that delivery. New batter stepped in, Rohan. And this is the 5th over in progress. This is the first delivery to Rohan. He plays a beautiful shot towards the covers area. There's a protection standing in the deep. A single there. Good way to start and get off the mark. Rohan is off the mark on the first delivery. Last delivery of 5th over. Last delivery of the 5th over, 35 runs on board. And a shot that's been played towards the fine leg area. We need to check what decision is being given. There you are. You get a decision of a leg by, which means it goes into an extra. So we come to the end of 5th over. The scorecard moves to 36 runs at the moment for the loss of 1 wicket.